Hey guys, welcome to another explained video finally. I was supposed to post one last week and I didn't, so I have to push forward 1 week to today, so really sorry about that. For those of you who are watching in the future, then yada yada yada, you won't really care about this, so and for those who are going to watch my videos like few hours after it goes live, then this is for you, I guess. um, I guess since I'm supposed to upload last week and I didn't, and I uploaded this week instead, so I'll upload next week instead, so that I don't um, how should I say, skip my regular schedule. Yeah, so anyways, I didn't upload because I before I went on overseas, um, after the last video, I sent my computers for servicing, and on the week that I was supposed to record, I usually upload on a Sunday, and the problem was that the computer only came back on Saturday, and it was Saturday night, so of course I could have recorded on the Sunday morning, but I was trying to do other things also, and I couldn't get it out on time, so yeah, I had to delay to this week. Anyways, in that 1 week time, I guess I could have tried to record this and probably upload a bit earlier, but never mind about that. I was trying to also work on my Singapore Changi, my version, and I'm still trying to update the scenery so that it has the same version, and I'm nearly done. I only have a bit left to go. Perhaps I could get it out on the 1st of January, and also Happy New Year to everyone. Happy early New Year, I guess, because this video will go up on the 30th of December, and it's not gonna be the New Year yet, so yeah, and happy late Christmas, I get, or merry late Christmas. Anyways, we shall probably get back to this flight. So we are flying with American Airlines from Miami to Bueno Aires. I'm not exactly sure if the pronunciation is right, to be honest, because I have never really heard anyone say it before, but it is in Argentina, and it is a 8.5 hours flight from gate to gate, about 8 hours in the air, so I am going to have to sleep less, I guess, since I'm going to do this overnight. Yeah, anyways, we are American 999. Yeah, interesting call sign we have, because you can see up there. It'll be cruising at flight level 330. We have 70 tons of fuel and 17.3 tons of weight, and that's about it really. We're scheduled to depart in 17 minutes out of the stand, which is fine. And yeah, before I get back into the cockpit, you remember how I said last video, if you haven't watched it, that I might consider buying Active Sky, and of course the reviews came in half and half, so I decided to try it out myself, and I bought Active Sky. And so far, one problem I have is that after installing the textures that it also gave as an extra thing, sometimes the ground will flash as if it's trying to change the color of the lighting, and it really is not helpful, that part. But other than that, this is Active Sky's cloud. If I disable reshade, that's how it looks like, and if I enable reshade, it's a bit brighter. And if you don't believe me that I have Active Sky, I will show you my monitor on the right. There we go, that's Active Sky for you. And so we're in Miami now, and this is all the METAR currently. So the winds are 13010 knots, and in that case we will be departing with the ENOS 2 departure. I can't remember what the runway is. I know it's the runway we have charts right over. Yeah, we'll be departing runway 12, and we're on Delta 21, which is over here. So we're pushing back somewhere here onto the Note 5. Can't even remember if it's called Note or something. And then we will get out onto November, straight all the way down, and then onto Quebec 1. That's about it, I guess. I don't think there's any taxi lines over here. Yeah, there's none. So yeah, anyways, let's get back into the simulator and into the cockpit, and the weather just updated. Alright, that's nice. I have not. Okay, whoops. I probably should reduce the sound. Hold on. That's pretty loud, at least on my ears. I have not prepared the plane yet, so give me a moment. Set the GPS position, and we're in Miami. Alright, and set you to that, and just quickly get ready to the cockpit, and I believe that is it. Yep. Alright, so we should get the FMC first. So it's Miami to whatever the airport name for you is. Our flight number is American 999. Departing runway is 12. Departing SID is the EONS 2 departure. After EONS, it will be on Alpha 509 to Ursus. Then Uniform Alpha 301 to Otamo. And Uniform Lima 542 to Sierra Juliet Echo. I know there's a name for that waypoint, but can't be bothered to check. Uniform Bravo 689 to Parbon. Yeah, and it's correct. And Uniform Lima 417 to Romeo Charlie Oscar. And then Uniform November 420 to Kimol. Uniform Lima 793 to Golf Uniform Alpha. And finally Uniform Whiskey 65 to Pagon. Right, the Paragon 6 Alpha will be the star. And wow, that's a lot of different approaches that I can choose from. So Paragon 6 Alpha is there. So RSOT will be the final waypoint. Alright. So runway 11 is apparently the arrival. Interesting. So I think we can go for X-ray, would be the best. Yeah. If we are going for, okay, so it seems like X-ray and Zulu is connected, Whiskey and Yankee is connected. So X-ray is for your Cat 1 ILS, and Zulu is for your Cat 2 and Cat 3 Alpha, which is basically the same thing, basically, but it's the different let's cat level. The same for Whiskey and Yankee, whereby Whiskey is cat 1 and Yankee is cat 2 and cat 3 alpha. But just that the initial waypoint is different, so we'll be taking X-ray and a sort of bit of transition. I hope everything is correct. Yep, seems like it. Right, I can execute the flight. Let's request our weight. Reserves is 8.5 tons. The cruising altitude, like I said before, it's flight level 330. Cost index is 85, which is standard for American Airlines 7-300ER. I know this flight is 773, not 77W, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. I mean, then again, I don't think we have a 773 version. We only have a 772ER, 77 Fighter, 772LR, and a 77300ER. So, whatever. I hope that is fine for the departures, because the departing runway is 2851 meter long. I'm not exactly sure if we can depart in time, but we'll see. And we'll set the takeoff gross weight to 254, flaps 5 for departure. Seems to be fine for the V speeds. Although it's a bit risky. Let's see, flaps 15, what's the difference? 147 for departure. No, why not? I have not done flaps 15 departure for quite a long while. So yeah, V2 of 160. Okay, that is set. Yeah, I set it to 330 for that. Okay, let's plan for the pushback. I know I'm not done with the MCP panel yet, but it's fine. Now you see why the active sky clouds are a bit weird now. So when I'm trying to move around the pushback, it changes color, and that basically is what's happening, except that it's repeating as if you have epilepsy. So yeah. I know the departing runway is somewhere there, and I'm not sure what is a good idea. I think I'll just do a pushback to there. Should I? Or should I push back to there? No, let's push back to here instead, and let's taxi around here, and that should be fine.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright. Let's start the APU first. Although the APU should have been started a long time ago, but it's fine. We still have a few more minutes before our scheduled departure time, so we can afford to wait. Alright, the AP should have been started by now. Yep, I am correct about that. So, sure, we'll drive away everything. Why not? Alright, the runway heading is 124. Alright, seatbelt signs go to on. Nav and logo light goes on. And we turn on the window heat. Pressurization goes to auto, and auto start goes to on. Engine EC mode goes to normal. And that's it for now. I would like to turn that off, but there's one problem. I have decided to fiddle the code around and added an additional feature whereby it will automatically disable during departures and landing, and somehow I didn't test it enough, so what's happening is that I can't disable it. Yeah, I probably should have tested it more, but whatever, it's fine. Somehow or other the thing doesn't want to leave. I have no idea why. But alright, sure. Let's call the pushback driver.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
And of course it's always in the terminal. What can I say about that? Seems like the route has loaded in and seems quite fine to me. Alright. Set the radio comms to 122A. Yeah, that is broken. Clearly broken. Which is fine, I
Okay,
guess.
all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
And we should probably LNAV and flight change. We'll handle all the remaining part of the cockpit that I have not started for when we are pushing back. Because it's better to do it then, in our opinion. But you know, yeah. There's also still one thing that I don't like about the clouds that I don't know if I can change, but the visibility distance is pretty short still. Yeah.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright. Since we can push back now, we'll be 4 minutes early because why not? Let's release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, I need to control my rudders. Paddles. Wait, can I control my rudder paddles even? Okay, hold on. Hold on. My rudder paddles are broken or something. Yeah, they are fine. What in the world is happening? Alright. Oh yes, my hydraulics are not on. Whoops. I forgot those were a thing. My bad. This is like the most ghetto pushback ever. Especially with the 2 times ground speed. See, if I turn it off, it's not possible. Whoops. Okay, anyways. Let's get ready the plane for departure. Did I click on waypoint? I did, okay. Right, turn on all the fuel pumps, we'll start the left engine. Okay, let's check the QNH first. It is... no, not... I don't know why I changed to hectopascals when I'm in the US, but alright. It is altimeter... 3022, alright. Yeah, I probably should pay attention to the pushback now, because I have to be the one controlling where it goes. How about let's just stop the pushback, alright? Seems like a good idea to stop the pushback now. Yeah, there we go. Good enough.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the anti-ice to auto as well.
Disconnecting tow.
Right engine
Stand by.
generators can go on, and right engine bleeds goes on. Okay, right engine seems to have a good start. In that case, we can start the left engine. It's so laggy when I'm looking at this direction. Okay, that's very loud. Let's just look a bit downwards so that my FPS is a bit higher.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
And I forgot to say that the CPU has been upgraded as well when the computer went for servicing. This is because apparently my motherboard has some issues when it went to servicing, and so they upgraded motherboard plus the CPU for me for free. And I asked whether I could get the 9700K, but then they gave me the 9600K, which you know, the difference is between an i5 and an i7. And as you all know, if you don't, an i5 is normally used for gaming, an i7 is normally used for video editing and recording. And I went for the 9600K and instead of 9700K because I didn't want to fork up an additional $172 for the 9700K. So yeah, and it turns out, well, my FPS isn't that good, so yeah. Maybe it could help if I reduce this to medium. So I'll try this, and I'll be right back when it loads finish. Alright, I am back, and it seems like it's done. So the FPS seems to be much better. At least to me it does. I have to reduce the sounds a bit more because it's extremely loud on the outside. Alright, left engine generator goes to on, left engine bleeds goes to on, the APU goes off, APU generators and APU bleeds goes off. We'll set flaps to 15, we'll set the flight control page, and let's test for the flight controls. Right, full up, full down, full left, full right, rudders left, rudders right. Right, flight controls have been checked. Let me look at what's the difference between medium and high. Hot diggity damn, that is a lot of difference. Yeah, sometimes I wish there's a slider between medium and high for the number of volt objects, because the difference is extremely big. But you know what, the airport doesn't change, so we shall keep it as that. So yeah, runner turn of light goes to on, taxi lights goes to on, beacon light should have been on for a long time ago, but it wasn't, so whatever. Anyways, release our parking brakes and let's taxi to the runway. So it will be straight up here left on spot 5, and then if this was on VetSim, we'll be calling for taxi clearance over here. But we are not on VetSim, so hallelujah. Right, so a bit left, up here I believe. Yeah, or wait, I'll turn left here and then turn right and then turn left onto November. And it's another weather update right there. The weather update interval, I've set it to 10 minutes long, so we should see quite a decent number of weather updates, but not that often either. Alright. Of course, the flap still looks like I don't know what that can compare to, but yeah, it looks horrible. But what can I do? Anyways, this will be probably 3 minutes or so taxi before we reach point where we need to go to the holding point. It's all the way down there. So yeah, it's literally a straight taxi all the way and left turn at the end for the holding point. Shouldn't be that hard, but the speed is an issue. In that case, let's speed up the plane a little bit. And auto brakes can go to RTO, spoilers go to ARM. What else has released in the time frame between the last recorded and now? Can't seem to remember if there's anything. Could you just scroll through FS delete and see what what has been released so far? Let's see, FS delete. There's a bunch of giveaways, which are as usual. Seems like there's quite a little bit of P3D stuff. Yeah, there's really a lot of P3D stuff. Then again, I have to scroll quite a bit, so since they post quite a bit of stuff as well. I know there was the Navigraph survey results. That was quite surprising to see X-Plane being on par with P3D for the amount of users using. But then again, it could not be. It could also be inaccurate since the survey was not attended by everyone. So yeah. There's the Magnite 7879 Aviators Edition, which basically I can't fault the developer for having to increase the price because if I remember, it's the store that needs them to increase the price. But I don't know. There's more screenshots of the Concorde for X-Plane, which I am also looking forward to. I may or may not purchase that, depending on the price and how good it is. Of course, I've heard that it won't be the best, but we'll see. There is Mr. X's Japan Bro, which I have installed but have not tried. Probably should try that soon and maybe give you all an update on how it actually looks like. Anyways, we're approaching the runway, so let's turn on the wing light. Set the transponder to terrain radar to on. Don't think there's gonna be any weather. Besides, I don't think the weather radar really works on this plane, but yeah. Traffic goes on, even though there isn't any traffic, to be fair. Alright, we need the entire runway for this departure, probably. Yeah. Well, alright, here we go. Strobe lights go on. Hope everything is correct. Yep, I am indeed recording. I was afraid that I might not have clicked the record button, or that the OBS has crashed or something. Who knows, you know.
Approaching 1, 2.
Right, landing lights go on. Yeah, this is maximum left rudder. Might need some left toe brakes.
On runway 1, 2.
Yeah. Alright. It's a bit dark here. I'll keep it like that. Alright, start the left claw. 60% N1. Alright, engines are stable. Set thrust. Beautiful sounds indeed. Wow, a headwind of 13 knots. Alright then.
80 knots.
Cross checked. It's gonna get a bit close. I'm glad I chose flaps 15 for the departure.
V1.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate. Bit slow on the rotation there, but it's fine. The condensation effect, not bad. Okay, a wing view departure is not that easy to fly. A positive climb gear. Look at that. The wingtip vortices is not accurate though, I shall say. Exterior view warning. And it ain't that bad. Alright, VNAV. And goodbye Miami, I guess. Now if only there was engine condensation, but I don't think that would happen in the flight factor 777 for a while. So yeah. To be fair, I have not even seen it in the Zibo 737, even though Lamina has showed in the default 737 that works, but we'll hope that Zibo does work. Either that or that Zibo can update it, but Alright, here's the right turn. Alarm the spoilers or so. Late on the turning to the left. Let's enable that again. I have a feeling climb 1 thrust is not going to make it, but then again, we'll see. Climbing at about 800 feet per minute, and our speed is barely moving up. Alright, we might need more thrust. Nope, I can't do cruise thrust. That's too less. Now we'll pop it on V speeds first, on 1,000 feet per minute, and return on autopilot. Set the speed to 250 knots. Yeah, the speed is barely rising, to be honest. I need to check my flaps soon, I think. Come on. A bit more before flaps 5. Or 10 more knots to go. Of course I could just go toga right now and gain all the speed and altitude I need, but let's at least make the passengers comfortable, shall we? Well, we can increase to 1,300 FPM. Laps 1. It's a bit of wing flex there, surprisingly. Normally don't get to see that at all. Right, flaps up. Increase to 1,500 feet per minute. Should be able to cope with it, no problem. And I'll reduce to cruise thrust. Reduce our FPM also, so that the speed continues to rise. Basically a micromanagement right here. Anyways, a bit early, but it's fine. Landing lights go off, runway turn off light goes off, taxi lights go off. After the left turn here, I think we can turn off our seatbelt signs. And VNAV, alright. Into the clouds we go. Don't think there will be any cool effects, but maybe X-Plane can be different this time around. I gotta say, the clouds doesn't look that bad, to be honest. But I can't wait for ASCA to come out. Next year, probably have to spend another, I don't know, $30 US on ASCA. But I will see what I need to do. Seatbelt signs go off. There we go. Yeah, there's not really any effect of going into the clouds. I don't think there's even any fog when we go in it, meaning that the outer wing can't be really seen clearly. I don't know. Alright. Once I reach 10k feet, what I'm gonna do is actually, yeah, after 10k I will set to V speed. I will climb at a constant rate of whatever, probably 1,500 feet per minute is fine. Then I will do the music speed up video thingy, magicary stuff. Yeah. Alright. Almost there. I mean, I wouldn't have to do this if the VNAV worked better. But since what the VNAV loves to do is flight change, basically, I will have to use V speeds. Anyways, what kind of view can we do? I'd like to do external view, but it's pretty loud. Yeah. Maybe this won't be that bad. The clouds will be a little bit bad, but it's fine. I guess it's a decent view. Yeah, I guess I can leave it up to this view. So I'll see you all in a few minutes, and enjoy the music. Stay put where you are. Don't leave just yet. I'll be back shortly. Okay, we are paused near the top of this end, and well, the reason why we are paused is because I armed the pause for top of the end, and I was supposed to wake up probably an hour and a half ago, and top of the was probably an hour ago, and yeah, basically I overslept, but luckily I managed to pause at the top of the descent, so everything is fine and all. So I think we should probably set up the plane before we unpause. And I did set the MCP altitude before I went to sleep, so that's fine. VNAV should still work properly, and I think we can just unpause, to be honest, and it should descend by itself, I hope. We have to unarm the what? Why is it not unpausing? Got a problem. This ain't good. There we go. Alright, because I just had to do that. And surely I'm gonna explain. Alright. Let's check the meter at the destination airport. Winds are 02010 knots. We shall check the runways that we can arrive in. Alright. I think we can change to runway 35, but what is the SID that we need to use? Apparently it's the Paragon 6 Bravo arrival. And which AAL999? Yankee. Alright. Transition is... wow. There's Azizia 1 and Azizia 2. This is not really helpful. I'll just do that. Let's see what happens. And the plane isn't descending. Just perfect, ain't it? Ah, right. So they recalculated the top of descent, and it's gonna be there. That's fine by me too. What's the next waypoint? Paragon. Yeah, don't go back to Goa, please. Alright, runway length is pretty long, so we should be fine. We don't think I need auto brakes. The overhead panel should be still fine. Alright. The airport QNH is 1003. Alright, minimums. What is it? AAL Yankee 200 for radio, 267 for barrel. Let's do radio since it's more accurate. Since I can do integers of 1 and only integers of 10, if that even makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I think that's about it for the pre-descent checklist. So maybe I can go through with you the arrival. Where is OBS? Okay, this is the arrival chart. So we will be doing the Paragon 6 Bravo. We'll be coming from Paragon, and we'll go to Varna, then left to the airport itself, as here, and then after that we'll be on the AAL Yankee runway 35. So we'll be on Azizia. We'll turn right to 187, all the way to 10 DME out to a left turn, and capture the localizer, and then we'll be on our finals for AAL999. So this is the airport right here, and we'll be parking somewhere here. Not sure where. I might have to check where the plane parked at, so that will take a few seconds. And yeah, So we are hoping to vacate at Charlie if possible. If not, we'll vacate at Bravo. But we'll see what we can do. Right, let's go back to explain. And let me check quickly what's the arrival stand. In the meantime, I shall cut right here, and I will be back once I am at basically at the airport. Coming up to the airport, we should probably get ready the overhead panel, so all the lights goes back to on, seatbelt signs go on. So passengers, please sit down, if not to get hurt by anything. It's not our fault. Yeah. Anyways, let's track the spoilers, and it should be a straightforward approach, I believe. Nothing too fancy here. The weather is totally calm, and it's one of the most mundane weather meter that you will really ever get. So aside from the time, it'll be 0406 knots, cav okay, temperature 28, dew point 21, QNH 1001, and no sync. So yeah, literally plain weather. And seems like after scrolling through the news page while I was also waiting for a plane to descend, I saw that what's that? Rotate posted some more MT11 screenshots. Looks beautiful and all, but whether I'm going to purchase it in the future and make some videos about it, it's not a question. One problem is that there's not many airlines left that's flying the MT11, but of course you can do flights that are not from airlines, but it's kind of weird to me to do that. But so yeah, I try to avoid that normally. I know there's UPS. No, is it? I'm not sure whether UPS have MT11 or not. I know FedEx has a lot. So that's one possibility. Alright, the right turn is coming up. See, we should still be on the VNAV path, no problem. Yeah. But still, that screenshots, I must say, it's quite beautiful indeed. One problem I also have with the screenshots is that you can see the fuselage outlined, like the flight factor 777 view, view it at a certain time and angle. Looks pretty disgusting to me, but whatever, it's fine. And they seem to have also modeled the electrical system, like the A320 and the TBM. If I'm correct, it's the TBM. Yeah. Seems like they're going all out on that, making that plane. Maybe it will be as successful as the A320, but we'll see how it goes. But I gotta say, one thing that they seem to also do is that they are releasing their teasers quite slowly, and looks like they still got quite a bit of ways to go before they even release it. So put out some spoilers to help descend. And I did search up the arriving stand that we are going to take. It is stand number 10, so that should be pretty straightforward. If we can vacate on the hotel, that would be even better. So in that case, we'll do on breaks 1. See whether we can vacate a bit earlier. So flaps 1 speed. And flaps 1. I probably should set local QNH now. What's the transition level? I did not check. It is... Come on, what is it? Apparently it does not say. Alright. Transition altitude is 3,000, so 4,000 is absolutely fine. Okay, double check everything. Spoilers go to armed. Should be it, I believe. Should be ready to land. It's in the middle of the night for them, but I think it's like something like 1 AM, 2 AM. Let's see. Never mind, it is 10:19 PM. Interesting. Alright, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was supposed to look at this for the Zulu time, not this. This is the flight time. Alright, coming up onto the localizer setting. Yep, that thing is unparked, so we can arm it. Localizer has been captured. Now we're waiting on the glide slope. Alright, we're set flaps 5 speed, and we check our approach speed is 138 knots. Nope, not 137. 138, flaps 5. Everything seems to be going well. Glide slope is almost there. Glide slope is captured. Gear down. Alright. Flaps 15. Flaps 15 speed. Flaps 20. Go around. Altitude is, let's see. Let's reduce the speed even more. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. Go around is 3,000 feet. Alright. So climb to 500 feet. Right turn heading 090. And climb to 3,000 feet. Alright. That is the misapproach procedure. Scanning the autopilot. Winds seem to be different from what I see on the meter. Not sure why, but alright.
$1,000.
And if the call out seems louder, I have made a script so that it calls out at a specific altitude instead of letting the plane does it himself, because that is unreliable, since sometimes it doesn't work, and I like it to work all the time. Still have not also managed the sound level a bit, so I might have to reduce the sound level.
500.
Yeah, it's a bit loud. Disconnect the auto throttle.
400. 300. 200.
Minimums, continue. Turns out the minimum script is still broken. Not sure why, but
Approaching minimums.
okay, that was a bit late.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Right, not bad. Reverse thrust. Diesel. No, we're not gonna make it to hotel. We'll take it the next exit. Store the reverses. Manual braking.
4,000 feet remaining.
Flaps up. And terrain radar goes off. Transponder set to standby. And this is golf. This it looks like. No, it's Charlie. Oops. So we left here on Charlie. Strobe lights go off. Wing lights go off. Right, we'll turn on the APU. Not a bad landing, I would say. And Project Fly's landing rate seems to be -173. Alright. That's fine by me. As long as it's less than -200, I'm happy. Right, stand 10, stand 10. It will be somewhere there. Actually. Let's clean up the cockpit a little bit. Anyways, let's add in the replay clip right here.
Approaching minimums. 50. 30. 20. 10. Approaching minimums. 50. 30. 20. 10.
And welcome back. And landing light should be off. It's a bit too bright up there. Although to be fair, the runway turned off and taxi lights aren't bright, so. And yeah. That's stand 8 right there. Stand 10 should be somewhere there, I believe. It's 9. And 10 is over here. Which is that stand right there. Now I wonder what airports have SAM jetways already, because I have not kept track of any airports that has released with SAM jetways yet, and all I still see now is AutoGate. So I guess I have to reinstall every single scenery again. wonderful. Right, runway turn off, lights goes off, taxi lights goes off. Few generators go on, APU bleeds go off, engine bleeds and generators go off. A bit more. There we go. Right, set the parking brakes and we'll cut off the fuel. There we go. And beacon lights can go off, seatbelt stand can go off. Right, fuel pumps from those can go off as well. Packs can go off, trim air can go off. And the ground stuff can start to come in to the plane. Right, hydraulics all go off. Window heat goes off. And anti-ice goes off. Still got quite a bit of fuel left actually. So that basically shows that the fuel problem is still not fixed. But whatever, right? Still better than before. So just connect ground power as well. Turn off the APU. Just realized the whole time there was the lights in the cabin. Well, that's fine, I guess. Anyways, that shall conclude today's flight from Miami to Bueno Aires. Was a fast flight for me, kind of, since I didn't have to go through any of it. But of course I overslept. That was one thing. That was fine, since I did pause at the top of the descent, so nothing bad happened. Well, late because of that. But you know, this is the virtual world, so who really cares about it? Anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed this flight, and yeah, I guess I'll see you all next time. Consider two different American liveries. Yeah. Anyways, take care and happy flying.